Hello, I am the Noetherian, and I'm pleased to have with me today Hans, who is the top seed in the Saturday morning or afternoon pool of the Forgewatch Invitational this weekend. Thanks for coming, Hans.
Thanks for having me.
And while we're talking here today, a little bit about Hans's background and his thoughts on Soulforge, we're also playing a casual game with some decks that we had drafted recently. So I'll just toss out my creature. And the first question I have for you, Hans, is your gaming background. Before you came to Soulforge, I believe you played WoW TCG, and I think you were quite successful there.
Yeah, actually, my gaming background is very long. I played a lot of games. Yeah, basically since childhood, like everything there was. But I played a lot of games on a very high level. Yeah, but the last thing I was playing was WoW TCG. Yeah, where I won quite a lot of championships, including the Worlds. So,
well, congratulations. So, as a competitive player, what did you like about WoW TCG? I actually don't have much background with that game, but I know it had a great competitive scene, and what made it well suited for high-level play?
I mean, yeah, I mean, they had like a nice OP structure, and the game was. I mean, the game, like all games, change over the years. So, and some years you like it better, like because of the cards that are legal in the formats and stuff. So it's always changing on how well you like it. But yeah, it was quite fun to play as a competitive game.
And so, for members of our audience who are familiar with WoW TCG, what was the best WoW TCG set, or the best time to be a competitive WoW player?
Yeah, that's probably the drums block when I wasn't even playing. Yeah, I played just one. Like, I mean, it depends on what you prefer, limited or constructed and stuff. But I just played one limited event in that format because they had one later on. Mm-hmm. When the format was rotated out for years. Actually, they had a more or less fun event, like Grand Prix style size event, but for fun more or less. And yeah, then I just played once, but it was awesome. So yeah, I guess most people who knew that format, they probably would agree on drums.
Okay. So, getting to Soulforge, how did you find out about the game? When did you start playing?
I don't know for sure, but very early. Like I kickstarted the game. I found out. I'm not sure how exactly I found out about it, but probably I'm like playing card games for a lot of years. Coming from Magic in the first place and versus system and all spoils and WoW miniatures and all kinds of stuff. I'm very well connected with a lot of players, so I probably heard it from somewhere, some of those connections.
Mm-hmm. And what do you like about Soulforge? What do you think? What do you think the game is doing well? What convinced you when you started playing it to stick around?
That's a very difficult question. There's so many reasons. It's basically it it is extremely elegant in design. It is very easy to learn. Like it takes me like 20 seconds or something like that to explain all the rules, everything about the game, everything you need to know to just start. And at the same time, it has an incredible depth and what actually the amount of possibilities, what you can actually do just every turn. strategy-wise is so big. While what you can, like on the more obvious level, like you play 2 cards out of 5, which takes 1 second to explain, and it seems like not much of a choice. But all these choices, where to put what, and what to level for later, and what to level because of what your opponent leveled, there's so much depth, while at the same time being so easy to explain. That's so awesome.
Yeah, the leveling and counter leveling in Soulforge is, I think, a great dynamic of the game. I think a lot of times for newer players, it's easy to think that that drawing the right cards in player rank 3 is what wins you the game, and sometimes it does. But when I watch good people play games, I mean, so often you can tell who's going to win a game based on what they've leveled up during player level 1 and whether or not their opponent has anything in the deck leveled that can counter it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually the case. But yeah, that is somewhat advanced strategy.
Yes, certainly. So you were very successful in the community tournaments that we ran last fall. With the metagame that we were playing in last fall, what was your favorite deck to play?
I don't know whether I want to call it my favorite deck. Yeah, I tend to play what works the best for me. So I won a lot of matches with the red and black Shaper deck. Also, when like everybody was running it, I won an insane amount of mirror matches. So yeah, I was doing pretty good with that. Yeah, I would have preferred to like be able to switch more around in decks, but in that period, that was basically a very convincing deck to play.
Yeah, it really was. So, I mean, you were definitely very, very successful with the Necrium Tempest Shaper deck mirror match. What was the key to winning that mirror match?
Multiple players had very different opinions of what was actually key. And like I didn't feel like any of them were like particular true. Like many players were like, it's about the Zemas, and then they were like, it's about the Phoenix and all kinds of stuff. And I felt like it depended a little bit on what exactly everybody had in their lists, and then how that went up against each other's configuration. But most of the time, the game would just be won by the 100 decisions you would make during the gameplay, and in the end, all those little edges would add up. So I don't agree that there was just one thing that was like, yeah, you need the 3 Zemas, or you need this and that, and need to draw it. It just wasn't the case, I think.
Okay.
I mean, there were cards that were better in the mirror than others, but they weren't winning it alone.
Okay. No, I think that makes sense. And so for less competitive decks, do you have a favorite card or a favorite type of deck that isn't really competitively viable right now, but that you hope to be able to play in tournaments in the future? Maybe after they've added some more cards or changed some things.
Oh, you mean that's okay. Basically, I enjoy all kinds of aspects. Like I see a lot of things that are like starting to build up in a way that you can build around, and I just enjoy building them and playing them. I mean, I understand when they are not viable and when they are not powerful enough to take to the highest level of events, but I still like to build them and have them build, have them hang around, improve them, play with them. When I know that it's like there's not nothing on the line or something
Uh-huh.
like so.
So what's an
Uh,
example of something that's fun to play when there's nothing on the line?
um, for example, like the Arborist deck
Mm-hmm.
is one of the decks that most people would be like, yeah, it's too bad. It doesn't work. I can't build it or whatever. And like I think if you build it correctly, it works quite often. So surprisingly often, and
Uh-huh.
like stuff like that. There's a lot of things you can build that are a lot better than people think they were or
Mm-hmm.
are. Um, yeah, I mean, not every deck can be the best deck. So
Right.
uh, there's lots of things that are pretty cool, and you should try and play. And definitely in the random queue, if you have enough tickets, you can also just play them in constructed queue. It's just so much more fun if you're not only playing one deck.
Mm-hmm. So, thinking about the future, I mean, obviously the 24 cards that they added to the set just before the holidays have made a significant change to the metagame, and we'll see exactly how those metagame changes play out in the Invitational this weekend. But looking forward beyond that, I'm sure that you're excited about Set 2, as most of us are. And you have any thoughts about directions you'd like to see them go, or things you hope to see in Set 2 and beyond as the game continues to evolve?
Um, I don't have anything specific what I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking forward to. I just know that the guys who are in charge are awesome at doing this kind of thing. They are great designers. I have known them for years and the games they made. So I know they will whatever they will do a great job doing it. So yeah, I mean, um, if locations make a comeback or whatever they were called, it's gonna be cool. But there's probably gonna be whatever they do, it's gonna be awesome. So
Yeah, I'm definitely optimistic as well. So, I think my last question is if there's any newer SoulForge players watching this who would like to improve their game, become more competitive in the future. What advice do you have to people who are starting out on the path to becoming competitive SoulForge players?
um, so it's probably not what you want to hear, but like most of the time, it's just important to not lose sight of what's really going on. Like a lot of players just take their losses the wrong way and are like, "Oh, that was so random. My opponent got so lucky." And like I tend to say, like, whenever you're short one damage from winning, it's your own fault.
Mm-hmm.
So, or make that 50 damage. It doesn't matter. Like whatever. Like you could like nearly every game you could have played it better.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that is true even for myself. I think the depth is ridiculous and ridiculously high, and I am very sure that although I make a lot less mistakes than most people, I could still improve. Like when I go over my games, I could still improve every single one of them or most of them, playing them better. So. So it would be just important to not uh, just think about your losses and like or the games that you play. That that was so random and there's no skill involved in this game. It's just not true. So you just need to try to see what went wrong and where.
Well, thanks a lot, and everyone who's watching can see Hans play on his stream, twitch.tv/drhoeh, Dr. Hoa, and You should check out the Forgewatch Invitational, coverage and featured matches all weekend long at twitch.tv/Forgewatch. So we're just going to finish up our game here, and then I will let Hans go and post this video. So let's trigger my Windborn Hellion there, and let's try this.
Yeah, nice turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that. So
I've had very mixed success with Windborn Hellion in draft mode. Usually I'm not able to put together decks that can take advantage of him very well, but sometimes, like this deck, I end up with a Windborn Hellion late in a pack, and if I have enough War Chargers and Wind Primordials, it can lead to some good plays.
yeah, definitely. Let's do this. Yeah, I would need to look over your deck what exactly you have, but it's I'm running it quite some time. So I mean, you have to pick up the right cards.
Sure, certainly.
But yeah, it's a fine card.
Let's,
Best thing is to give mobility to him,
yes.
to himself. Then, like, what's the red guy?
Oh, the new Zephyr Mage?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Zephyr Mage him.
Yes, I'd love to have more mobility enablers in this deck. I have, let's see, let's go. I just can't take the 11 damage. Yeah, I would have. I've got one Zephyr Mage in this deck. Would have loved to have picked up a second one if it had appeared. But yeah, it works really well with Windborn Hellion. Have you been able to draft much, or have you mostly been doing the constructed queues?
Oh no, I've been doing both. I have, yeah. I mean, I just do it like I feel. Switching them around. Yeah, I've done a lot of drafts as well, so that's why I'm beating you.
Yeah. Yes.
No. Yeah, I had some.
That's game.
I had some cool things. Oh, you're dead already.
Yep.
You're dead already.
Yeah, no, I just did not have good answers to your Charnel Titans in the set of cards that I leveled up. And there's your Flesh Fiend. Yep. So this is... Any case, thank you so much for the game, and thanks for taking the time to do the interview.
Yeah, no problem. It was fun.